Hi, this is a picture of my Star Trek Online ships. This is my deep space science vessel. Um, I just pretty much took pictures of it as high resolution as I could, and I just kept spinning around it. I currently on this am just on a normal ship. Here's me with the photonic fleet, zipping around, doing nebula missions, firing off 3 quantum torpedoes reminiscent of First Contact's Borg battle scene, and oh, there's just more firing torpedoes out the back. I didn't have any art idea. There's a Tychon's Rift, the old Tychon's Rift, which is pretty much a red gravity well. There's Gravity Well. And I have emergency power to aux. There's the Borg with the astrometrics on, and I'm in quantum slipstream mode, still on my deep space science vessel. This was when I'd moved over to Polaron weapons and was having a lot of fun with those. These are all ships I control at the point, and it was nuts how many I had up at one time. Here's another shot. I think I dinked around with the ideas of what the nacelles and stuff look like. There's Gravity Well again. It's a really pretty thing sometimes when it has the ability to proc extras. More Polaron from far away, how you can see it comes off the deep space science vessel, firing from the side on brain ships. There's my ship over the Pacific Northwest, because that's where I live. A nice lighting from a star off on the lower left. That's really good. Ship blowing up in the background, just a mindless screenshot that I took. Me shadowed against a communications array in the trellis system. Changed the secondary array to be on the bottom, and I was taking a little more screenshots of that. These blue stars on my video card work really well for lighting. Here's another shot from behind as I'm zipping towards a planet. Yeah, and here's another one with the same blue star, and the lighting works really well, but from far away. This is me going through sector space. There's me completely outfitted with Borg, the Borg set. And there's me next to a Galaxy class to kind of show you how big my ship is. There's me next to an Excelsior class. And there's me next to a Defiant. So you can tell that this ship's actually kind of big. There's another Gravity Well. I love me my Gravity Wells. There's more Borg, but as like flying through an actual system space. There's the backside with the Borg. You can see the one engine shooting off the back. It's the assimilated Borg impulse engine. Again, from the front, I take entirely too many screenshots of myself, but whatever. Here comes a close-up of the back, and you can kind of see how the Borg wraps around the nacelles, the little grabbing thing. Kind of cute. Here's I've actually got the Mako set on, and I'm quantum slipstream through sector space. There's from behind. You can see how the impulse trails turn a slightly different color, same with the warp trails. There's Gravity Well procking. That's really cool. Cooldowns worked, and I threw a Tychon's Rift, the old model of Tychon's Rift, in the middle. That ship did not, those Breen frigates had no idea what hit them. Here I'm in with my D'kyr. I switched over to that one. And I believe this one's my D'kyr again, but I'm in a Borg sector defense red alert thing. There's the Arcane next to the kitty carrier that I think's kind of cool. There's my deep space science vessel zipping around asteroids, because I think I got a new video card here. This is the D'kyr, just as it shoots out the side with a tractor beam, because I also was able to get eject warp plasma, throwing off torpedoes again. firing off single beam, so the beam array, still using Polaron. Here comes the dual beam bank, so you can see how that kind of fires out of there. It's kind of cool looking. There's the beams again, but more leaning from a different direction. This is the heavy graviton beam from the Mako Set 2 bonus coming off the D'kyr. And again, me just killing another Borg or a Breen ship in the yeah. There's a close-up of what the D'kyr actually looks like. It's a Vulcan ship. And then the ring comes down because I'm going to launch the secondary craft here eventually. You see the steam coming off. That's all working out really good. It's starting to decouple. And then you can see it back there trailing behind me, and it's a D'kyr support craft. And now it flings back around because it's leaving. I'm having it redock with me, and here it is coming back up underneath. And then the ring, once it docks, the ring comes back to its vertical position. It's actually a really interesting ship. Here I'm in with the Mako set, flying through sector space. The bubble allows me to go faster than warp 10. Here's quantum slipstream. Sorry. Gravity wells, again, with emergency power to aux. The old look of emergency power to aux. There's a... I don't know what that is. Just another D'kyr thing. Me flying around with the ring horizontal. Oh, I'm moving with the D'kyr leaving me. And now it's completely redocked, and this is effectively as vertical of a shot as I have. Here's my new multi-mission surveillance explorer. It's obviously the Mako set and the asynchronous warp field. It is closer, sort of from the side. You can see the glowing deflector dish from the bottom. You're coming up, here we are in quantum slipstream, because that looks really pretty. It's a very sleek ship. This is the quantum field focus phaser firing off on a Gorn ship. There's the, from the front side, it just turns the deflector dish into a phaser beam, and it just burns someone for 12 seconds. There's the heavy graviton beam, which is physical damage out of the deflector dish. There's where the points into where the beams come out of the ship. This is me plus a bunch of my little... I had the runabouts at this time. That's the death of a Borg cube, or Borg cis ship. This one is better with more Borg. It's falling apart with my gravity well in the center. Another gravity well, but you can see the runabout zipping around, plus probably some photonic fleets. There it is from the back, more photonic fleet, more gravity wells, and I have Remans and Romulans flying around. That one's blurry, but that's the little buddies. More little buddies, because you can see I had runabouts, and I was just taking screenshots as best as I could. This has the bubble activated that gives me kinetic resistance. More firing with all the little fighters around me. My ship just does, it can barely die. There's the 4 runabouts. That they're really, they follow me around. There they are again, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus my ship. I have my little entourage is what I call it. Here comes a vertical shot with a pretty nebula in the background of the USS Aventine and Vesta. It's a combination that I've used. I think I have Rademacher also. There's the Timeship, my Wells class. It's a little far away. Here's activating Temporal backstep with the Galler class. Here's more or less directly behind for activating Temporal backstep. And then the ship starts blurring as you start going through Temporal backstep, which is stepping back in time 5 seconds. And now we're in sector space with the Omega set on. This is just the pretty Wells class and how I've gotten it to look. Here's another Borg mothership with my multi-mission science surveillance explorer again, gravity well. I pretty much just took successive screenshots. This one I took this morning, this next one coming up, and it's just, I think, oh, I changed my engines a little bit, but